Hello, crafty people, and welcome to today's episode. Follow along with me as I plan and plant my edible garden. I plan to grow 6 edible plants throughout this spring: lavender, rosemary, chives, basil, dill, and edible roses. First, let's finish up the watercolor illustrations. My last one left to paint is basil. These will be going into some pages of my art journal. I use my art journal to organize my thoughts and express my creativity, sort of like a junk journal or a bullet journal. I'm also adding information to each herb or plant about what I need to know to grow each one, such as sunlight, water, the size of pot, the temperature, and fertilizer. It is also important when planting an herb garden that you always plant organic. Also make note of the scientific name of the variety you need to use. So make sure the variety you plant is designed for eating. That the variety, in other words, is a culinary variety. And again, make sure that the seeds or plant is also organic. Lavender is a perfect example of this, as some varieties are only for ornamental or for the sense of smell. Culinary lavender is the only edible lavender, and this is the lavender that I will be growing in my edible garden. Since basil enjoys warmer temperatures, I won't be planting this plant until later on in spring/early summer. And the same goes for my roses. Since it is still early spring, for this video I will only be planting chives and dill from the seed, and those will be staying outside, whereas lavender and rosemary will be planted, but they will be inside until it gets warmer later in the spring and summer. Both lavender and rosemary seem to grow well together, as they are both Mediterranean plants. They both enjoy warm climate and dry soil. I will be experimenting with hanging baskets this year. Both onion chives and lavender will be attempted to grow outside in hanging baskets when their time is right, so they have plenty of sun and not too much water. First, let's plant the rosemary. I'll follow along with the notes I put in my art journal. Rosemary is an upside-down plant. It grows best with dry soil and a tray with gravel underneath. When growing this plant inside, it's important to keep water in the gravel so the plant can absorb the humidity from the damp gravel. It also likes to be misted 1 to 2 times a week. You can also water the soil every 2 weeks if the soil is dry. Next, let's plant the chives. Planting the chives from seed, I will be using organic seed starter potting soil. The seed packet recommends to plant 1 seed 1/8 inch deep every 12 inches. I did my best with the hanging basket. We'll see how it goes. Now for planting the lavender. This lavender variety is not for eating, so this will be like my practice run. Like I said before, lavender enjoys dry soil, so make sure the soil use is very dry. This is why I didn't use gloves at the beginning. To check the moisture of the soil as I was adding it to the pot. Lavender also enjoys a rocky middle, so I added the rest of the gravel to the center of the pot. For the dill seeds, I made sure to pick a deep pot, and I used the soil it already had and topped it off with some seed starter potting soil. Dill is in the same family as the carrot, and it also has a taproot. This is why a deeper pot works well with dill. The seed packet recommends to plant at the surface and group 3 seeds every 4 inches. Lastly, I decided to try a garden in a pouch, growing chives. It includes everything you need. All I had to do was follow the directions on the back of the pouch and add water. It only took 3 or 4 days for me to start seeing sprouts. You'll see at the end of the video of what the sprouts looked like around day 6. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos on crafting and gardening.